Robert Greene, a renowned author known for his insightful explorations of power, strategy, and human nature, offers a compelling study of human behavior in his book, The Laws of Human Nature. Greene has a unique ability to distill complex psychological and social concepts into accessible and engaging narratives, making his work both informative and captivating. His previous works, such as The 48 Laws of Power and Mastery, have cemented his reputation as a thought leader in understanding human dynamics. This book serves as a guide to understanding the often hidden forces that shape our actions and interactions. It delves into the subconscious drivers that influence our decisions, often without us even realizing it. By bringing these hidden forces to light, Greene empowers readers to take control of their own behaviors and better understand the actions of others. Greene delves into the depths of human psychology, exploring the intricate workings of the mind. He examines how our thoughts are formed, how our emotions are triggered, and how our behaviors are influenced by both internal and external factors. This deep dive into psychology is not just theoretical. Greene provides practical examples and real-world applications that make these concepts come alive. He unravels the complexities of our nature, revealing the laws that govern our thoughts, emotions, and behaviors. These laws are not just abstract ideas, they are principles that can be observed in everyday life. Greene's ability to connect these principles to real-life scenarios makes his work incredibly relevant and useful for anyone looking to understand themselves and others better. This essay embarks on a journey through the key laws and concepts presented by Greene. We will explore the foundational ideas that underpin his work, examining each law in detail. This journey is not just an intellectual exercise, it is a practical guide to navigating the complexities of human nature, illustrating their relevance with real-world examples and historical figures. Greene draws on a rich tapestry of historical events and figures to illustrate his points, showing how these laws have played out in different contexts and times. This historical perspective adds depth and richness to his analysis, making it both timeless and timely. From the pervasive influence of irrationality to the subtle dynamics of narcissism, we will explore these laws to gain a deeper understanding of ourselves and those around us. These laws are not just about understanding others, they are also about self-awareness. By recognizing our own tendencies and biases, we can become more mindful and intentional in our actions. Furthermore, we will delve into the practical applications of these laws, providing insights into how we can leverage this knowledge for personal growth and improved relationships. Whether in personal or professional settings, understanding these laws can help us navigate social dynamics more effectively, build stronger relationships, and achieve our goals with greater ease. By recognizing our inherent biases, understanding the motivations of others, and honing our emotional intelligence, we can navigate the complexities of human interaction with greater awareness and effectiveness. Emotional intelligence is a key theme in Greene's work, and it is essential for anyone looking to improve their interpersonal skills and build more meaningful connections. Ultimately, this exploration of the laws of human nature aims to equip readers with the knowledge and tools to unlock a deeper understanding of themselves and the people they interact with. This understanding is not just about gaining insight, it is about empowerment. By understanding the laws that govern human behavior, we can take control of our own lives and influence the world around us in positive ways. Through this understanding, we can foster more authentic connections, make sounder judgments, and ultimately lead more fulfilling lives. Authentic connections are the foundation of a fulfilling life, and Greene's work provides the tools to build these connections. By applying the principles and the laws of human nature, we can create a more harmonious and fulfilling existence for ourselves and those around us. One of the most fundamental laws Greene presents is the pervasiveness of irrationality in human behavior. This irrationality is not just an occasional lapse in judgment, but a consistent and pervasive element of our daily lives. It influences our decisions, shapes our relationships, and even impacts our broader societal structures. We are not always the rational creatures we perceive ourselves to be. Despite our best efforts to think logically, our minds are often swayed by unseen forces that lead us astray. These forces can be subtle, like a fleeting emotion, or more ingrained, like a deeply held belief. Our thoughts and actions are often clouded by emotions, biases, and unconscious drives. These elements can distort our perception of reality, making it difficult to see things as they truly are. Emotions can flare up unexpectedly, biases can skew our judgment, and unconscious drives can push us in directions we might not consciously choose. Greene argues that this irrationality is not a flaw to be eradicated but rather an inherent aspect of our nature to be understood and managed. By acknowledging our irrational tendencies, we can learn to navigate them more effectively. This understanding can lead to personal growth and better decision-making. A classic example of irrationality is our susceptibility to cognitive biases. These biases are mental shortcuts that our brains use to process information quickly, but they often lead us to incorrect conclusions. They can affect everything from our daily choices to our long-term plans. Confirmation bias, for instance, leads us to favor information that confirms our existing beliefs while discounting contradictory evidence. This can create an echo chamber where we only hear what we want to hear, reinforcing our preconceptions and making it harder to accept new ideas. This bias can be observed in everything from political debates to our choices in friends and partners. In politics, it can lead to polarized views and a lack of constructive dialogue. In our personal lives, it can limit our social circles to those who think like us, reducing our exposure to diverse perspectives. We tend to surround ourselves with people who validate our views, reinforcing our biases. This can create a feedback loop where our beliefs become more and more entrenched, making it difficult to change our minds even in the face of new evidence. Historically, figures like Adolf Hitler exemplify the dangers of unchecked irrationality. His rise to power was fueled by a combination of personal biases, emotional manipulation, and a refusal to consider alternative viewpoints. Driven by paranoia and a lust for power, Hitler's decisions led to the devastation of World War II. His inability to objectively assess situations and consider alternative perspectives had catastrophic consequences, not just for himself but for millions of people around the world. His inability to objectively assess situations and consider alternative perspectives had catastrophic consequences. This serves as a stark reminder of the importance of self-awareness and critical thinking in mitigating the effects of irrationality. Recognizing our own irrational tendencies is the first step towards mitigating their negative impact. By taking a closer look at our thought processes, we can identify where we might be going wrong and take steps to correct our course. By becoming aware of our biases, we can start to question our assumptions and seek out a more balanced perspective. This involves actively seeking out information that challenges our views and being open to changing our minds when presented with new evidence. This introspective approach allows us to make more rational decisions and interact with the world in a more balanced and thoughtful manner. By cultivating mindfulness and self-awareness, we can better navigate the complexities of life and make choices that are more aligned with our true values and goals. Narcissism, a personality trait characterized by an inflated sense of self-importance, is a complex and multifaceted issue that affects many aspects of human interaction. It is another key theme explored in The Laws of Human Nature, a book that delves deep into the intricacies of human behavior and psychology. Greene posits that narcissism exists on a spectrum, ranging from healthy self-esteem to pathological self-obsession. While a healthy dose of self-love is essential for maintaining our mental and emotional well-being, excessive narcissism can be destructive in personal and professional relationships, leading to conflicts and misunderstandings. Narcissists are often charming and charismatic, initially drawing people in with their magnetic personalities and confidence. However, their need for admiration and lack of empathy can lead to manipulative behavior and a trail of broken relationships, leaving emotional scars on those around them. They have a limited capacity for genuine emotional connection, often viewing others as tools to serve their needs and ambitions. A historical figure often associated with narcissism is King Louis XIV of France, whose reign exemplifies the extreme manifestations of this trait. Known as the Sun King, Louis XIV's reign was marked by extravagance and a belief in his divine right to rule, which he used to justify his absolute power and lavish lifestyle. His narcissistic tendencies manifested in his lavish court, his pursuit of absolute power, and his disregard for the suffering of his people, leading to widespread resentment and hardship. Dealing with narcissists requires setting firm boundaries and refusing to engage in their manipulative games, which can be challenging but necessary for our own well-being. It is crucial to prioritize our well-being and avoid getting drawn into their web of manipulation by practicing self-care and maintaining a strong sense of self. Sometimes the healthiest approach is to distance ourselves from individuals who exhibit toxic narcissistic traits, ensuring that we protect our mental and emotional health. Section 4. The power of emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence, the ability to understand and manage our emotions and those of others, is a powerful tool for navigating the complexities of human interaction. Greene emphasizes the importance of developing emotional intelligence as a key to building strong relationships and influencing others effectively. Emotionally intelligent individuals are adept at reading subtle cues in social situations. They can sense the underlying emotions driving people's actions and respond with empathy and understanding. This ability to connect on an emotional level fosters trust and strengthens bonds. Oprah Winfrey, a media mogul and philanthropist, exemplifies the power of emotional intelligence. Her ability to connect with people on a deeply personal level has been instrumental in her success. She listens attentively, demonstrates empathy, and creates a safe space for vulnerability, fostering genuine connections with her audience. We can cultivate our emotional intelligence by practicing self-awareness, paying attention to our emotions and how they affect our thoughts and behaviors, actively listening to others, seeking to understand their perspectives without judgment, and responding with empathy are crucial aspects of developing this essential skill. Section 5. Strategic thinking, a key to success. Strategic thinking, the ability to analyze situations, anticipate potential outcomes, and make calculated decisions, is a valuable asset in all aspects of life. Greene advocates for cultivating strategic thinking as a means to navigate challenges, seize opportunities, and achieve our goals. Strategic thinkers are adept at identifying patterns, recognizing opportunities where others see obstacles, and adapting their plans based on changing circumstances. They possess a long-term vision and are willing to make short-term sacrifices to achieve their objectives. A historical figure renowned for his strategic thinking is Nelson Mandela. During his 27 years of imprisonment, Mandela never lost sight of his goal, a free and democratic South Africa. He meticulously planned his actions, negotiated with his oppressors, and ultimately led his country to a peaceful transition from apartheid. We can develop our strategic thinking skills by practicing critical thinking, questioning assumptions, considering multiple perspectives, and anticipating potential consequences of our actions. Engaging in strategic games like chess can also enhance our ability to think ahead and devise effective plans.